I wanted to tell y'all, man, this is a real thing why people cannot make money in real estate. Okay, this is a really real thing. This is something that I struggled with for years, and something that I was actually even beat myself about for years. The reason why a lot of you cannot make money, cannot even get started in real estate, and like, dang, how all these people making so much money in real estate? Everybody talking about wholesaling so easy and all this type of stuff. They're not telling you the whole truth. And as you know, usually when you buy a course, a real estate course, the stuff you get in that course don't really help you. It just be bits and pieces of gems in there, but overall it don't help you. All right. Overall, it really don't help you. Why? You don't even know what you don't know. You don't even know what you're looking at when you're really reading these courses, when you're watching these webinars. When you just paid your money and the motherfucker that sold you the course is somewhere on a boat or a yacht, just living their best life and not there to explain the course to you. What's the point of buying a course and the teacher cannot even explain the course to you? The teacher is not even there to explain the curriculum to you. Being a real estate investor is just like anything else. Um it's just like trying to be a nurse, a doctor, a carpenter, a mechanic. It's learning a trade. You are literally learning a trade. That's all it is, and that's all you need to think about it as it is. You're just learning another trade. So in learning another trade, you have a learning curve, you have a time period. You're not just gonna go out there and boom, make money. Okay. It takes time, and that's what they don't tell you. That's what they lie about to you, because they make so much money selling people pipe dreams. They make so much money selling people so many pipe dreams. This video is gonna be fire hot. I promise. It's gonna be fire hot. Um, Give me 1 second here. Let me just do a couple things that I should have did before we got started. But you guys can actually go ahead and do what you need to do, and I'll be right back. Let me make my tea and kind of straighten up my bed. I just had to hurry up and come on this live because when I got the information in my head, I need to go ahead and talk about it because I'll literally forget. I will literally. That's why I do a lot of lives, because if I don't go on and talk about it right then and there, I'll literally forget, and I just kick myself in the buttocks later about, dang, I didn't do that video. Now I done got caught up in something else. You know how you get caught up in something else. About to see, I got my my orange skin tea that I'm making. Y'all don't have to buy tea bags. Y'all could literally just, like regular oranges y'all eat every day, every day, just save the skin and make your tea out of that. It's a lot of stuff. You can make tea out of apples, you know what I'm saying? And you do want to clean your skin off, try to clean it off with vinegar, scrape it off, try to get some of those pesticides off. But to me, even if you don't get it off, it's no big deal. And two, like what I should have did was I should have left this soaking. Okay, so one of the things you want to do is you want to leave the skin soaking in hot water, probably overnight, and then dump that water out, and then Make when you make your tea, just take that now pure skin and make your tea to get those pesticides off. So just to get those pesticides off, I literally just peeled this orange and just washed it off real quick, and now I'm making my tea. But nevertheless, it's all good. So I'm telling you guys, when you learn in real estate, right? If you notice, I don't try to sell you guys any type of pipe dreams. I'm not selling you guys no books and tapes. I'm selling you guys one-on-one teaching is what I'm really selling you. Let me take that back because I do sell you the information, but that's if that's what you want. If that's what you want is just the information. I don't recommend you just take the information. I recommend you get my one-on-one teaching. Get my one-on-one teaching. I'm telling you, this just like learning anything else. You need somebody to teach you one on one. You need somebody to teach you one on one. And I'm telling you, excuse me for eating in your face, but I'm telling you from experience, if you don't get that one on one teaching, you're going to mess up so much. You're going to waste so much time. I'm talking about years will go by, and you'll be hearing people making money in real estate. People, you know, I'm talking about 5, 10, 20, 30 years ago by. For me, I'm going to tell you basically 20 years went by for me. From the time I first got Robert Kiyosaki course when I was 21 years old to the time I actually pulled the trigger and started doing this business, a little bit less than 20 years went by, probably 18 years. I'm, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. The reason why so many years went by without me pulling the trigger, I don't like this honey that I had got. It's like it got this stuff in it that I really don't like plastic. The reason why so many years went by before I actually got started in real estate is because I didn't have nobody to hold my hand and teach me. I had people around me doing real estate. Mind you, I was a contractor. I was a contractor. I got people around me doing real estate. I got some type of dang plastic in this thing. I think I'm gonna try to return it. But I got people around me doing real estate, and I got people you know giving me bits and pieces of information, but nobody really holding my hand and teaching me and showing me. So I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know the bits and pieces. I'm thinking, so this whole time, I'm thinking, well, when I get some money, which I never did get enough, I was like, when I get some money, I'll get started. I'll do it. When I get my credit fixed, I'll get into real estate. That's what I thought. I'm hearing everybody talking about, buy my course, learn how to buy real estate, no money down. But your course is two, three, four, $500, $1,000. And again, two, three, four, $500, $1,000, not a big deal. But again, it's just a course. Like I'm reading this course, I'm watching the videos on this course, but I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm looking at. And that's on a cheap end. For them to really teach you and hold your hand and teach you one on one about real estate, I remember Russ Whitney back in the 90s was charging 3,500 and 35,000. 3,500 and 35,000. That's typically what it was costing for them to hold your hand and teach you. What they were doing was, if they got a group together, and with the group, you know, each individual paid like 3,500, then and they making a 35,000 from 10 people or 70,000 from 20 people, then they'll go ahead and put it together. But if all they was getting was like one individual, two at a time, then that one individual got to pay 35,000 for their time. You're paying for their time and you're paying to enter their industry. So you're going to get a market share of their industry, right? So every time somebody else come into this business, they're getting a market share of the business. So it's like somebody taking a piece of your pie, okay? Like somebody taking a piece of your pie. But nevertheless, I'm telling you guys, you will never pull the trigger. You will never get started in real estate the right way unless you find someone to hold your hand. I'm telling you, everybody I've ever, all my mentors or my personal mentors, they all told me, yeah, I might have did my first deal on my own. I might have did this on my own, that on my own, but it was when I paid for somebody to hold my hand is when I took off. If you watch all these videos on Bigger Pockets, Max Maxwell, I mean, David Never Speaks. I mean, there's like a million of them, right? If you watch all these real estate podcasts, they'll all tell you they spent 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 on some mastermind, on some type of mastermind. They'll all tell you that. They'll all tell you they had a mentor that hold their hand. They'll all tell you that. It was until they got that mentorship, when they got that mentorship is when they took off. That's when they took off. That's what happened to me. I had got my first deal when I purchased my land in 2017. I didn't even know I was doing a real estate business. I was buying the land for me, for my home, for me and my offsprings. Okay, I paid 9,000 for it. Somebody offered me 16,000. I took it. I'm like, wow, I'm about to make some money. I could easily just buy another piece of land. I wasn't worried about it. So I took the money. I ended up with like 4,500 because I paid for the closing costs and stuff, and paid off the lady that I owed. And long story short, that was basically my first deal. If you want to call it a wholesale deal, if you want to call it a land flip deal, whatever type of deal you want to call it, it was my first deal in making money in real estate. I paid off some loans that I had. I put like $700 in cryptocurrency. I made some money off of that. But the moral of the story is I had got my first deal without even like thinking about it. See, sometimes you got to not think about stuff, just do it. Whatever mindset you have to put yourself in to just do something, just do that and then just do it. Okay. Somebody said, this guy was watching a video earlier. He was like, he was doing a roof job, and his employer told him, hey, go pick up all those shingles off the ground that, basically they kicked off the roof. So he was like, God, his ego was kind of bruised because he's like, man, I ain't no dang laborer. You know what I'm saying? Get you a dang laborer to just pick that crap up. I'm a skilled worker up here. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, he just went down there and did it. And he's like, dang, that only took me 10 minutes. But he thought it was going to take him like a couple hours. He thought it was going to take him a couple hours. And he was like, that taught me something. That taught me that if you just jump in there and do something, it'll take you less than you thought it would take you. Because he said the first thing he did was he did the easiest thing first, and he did what he know how to do first. So a part of the pile that he knew how to get rid of first, he got rid of that first, meaning he probably got rid of the big parts first or the little parts first. I'm guessing he got rid of the big parts first. And then he was like, dang, that's the same thing in life. Whenever you're doing something, you want to be a chef, you want to be a car mechanic, whatever you want to do, just start off in that industry doing the easiest thing first, doing the thing that you comfortable doing first. So you might enter the real estate industry first by buying your first house. You might enter it by doing your first wholesale deal, which is flipping paper. You might do it by doing your first land deal by flipping land. That's what I did. You might enter it by becoming a contractor. And that's what I was, a contractor. There's many ways to enter the real estate game. There's many ways. Just like there's many ways to catch a fish. There's many ways to get a boyfriend, many ways to get a girlfriend. There's many ways to do one thing. There's many ways, avenues. I'm in North Carolina. There's a million ways for me to drive to California. I could go up north, come down, come back, could go up, come back down. I could go straight across. I could go down low, come up. It's a million highways I could take. Of course, some highways are going to take me longer than others to get where I'm going. But taking those longer highways doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing. It could actually mean a good thing. Meaning, you take those highways that take you longer so you could stop and smell the roses. Somebody that just zoom goes straight across light speed on some high speed train from here to California. They took that vehicle on that highway, on that railway, instead of jumping in their own vehicle or a bicycle on the highway or the back roads. That individual that got there super fast, they missed a lot of steps. They missed a lot of steps. And believe me, when they get there, they might get there. They might get there to that promised land and have $1 million, but they're going to lose it fast. And that's what you see with a lot of people that get there fast with real estate. They lose it very fast. Versus somebody taking their sweet time on a little bicycle, using the back roads. It might take them 10 years. If I get on a bicycle, let's go even less. I'm not going to say walk because that's too slow. You want to go slow, but not that slow, right? And if anybody want to come on a live with me, you can. I'll send you a link. So if anybody want to do something, if you want to go slow, it's okay to go slow, but not too damn slow. Okay, don't be ridiculous with it. Like, don't say, "Well, I want to be a mechanic or I want to be a nurse, but I don't care if it take me 20 years to be a nurse or 30 years to be a nurse." I mean, that's your prerogative. I can't tell you about your learning curve. Some people does take them that long, and it's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, in general, for the average being, the average person, um, you want to take a reasonable amount of time. And I'm gonna say a bicycle because anybody can afford a bicycle. People give away bicycles for free. I've given away brand new bicycles for free, right? So say you have to get from here to California and all you have is a bicycle. And obviously you got to take all the back roads, right? Matter of fact, let's do it. I'm I'm gonna see how long it's gonna take for me to get from here to California on a bicycle. Y'all know I try to. I ain't about talking it. I'll do it. Let's see how long it take to get from here to California on a bicycle. I'm gonna put LA, California, right? Choose your location, my location. You see how it got car, it got what they call it, train, uh walking and bicycling. Wow. It would only take me 39 days to walk to California. 39 days straight. That's not even bad. 10 days on a bicycle straight, right? So I'm guessing 10 days straight, meaning like 20. So they counting a day as 24 hours, I'm guessing. Because I'm guessing they're not really counting like rest time and stuff like that. So um let's double that. Let's triple that. Because you need to rest, you need to stop and smell the roses. So let's say take 30 days on bicycle. What the hell? That is not that bad. It's saying 37 hours to drive to California. I did not know, I did not realize, I should say, that's all it took. 37 hours, that is not bad at all. I can drive 37 hours in three days. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I mean, I guess now I've said it before. I've thought about it before, but I guess now it just hit me. I'm just having a delay reaction. Anyhow, let me see how long it take on a train. Take longer on a train. But anyhow, um, saying 3 days, I could become a millionaire. I could become a millionaire. That's the destination. The destination is go from becoming a regular worker that makes say 30,000 to 50,000 a year to becoming a millionaire. I can get there in 37 hours or I could get there in 10 days. I hate using that word days, but it is what it is. Right? We got, what you want to do. You want to do the 37 hours or you want to do the 10 days? Say you don't have a car. You do not have a car. You do not have a car, a truck, something with a motor in it. Right? All you have is a bicycle. That is all you have is a bicycle. Okay? And again, I use the example of a bicycle because most people can afford a bicycle even if somebody gave them one. In those 10 days, people, in those 10 days, you are actually seeing and experiencing more than the person driving fast on a highway that's going to only get there in 37 hours. 37 hours of driving. So it's 37 hours of driving, 10 hours of bicycling. You that's taking your time, mind you, you have to be consistent. You can't stop for 10 years. You can't stop for a year. Oh, I'm riding my bike to California, but I'm going to stop in Texas for 10 years. I'm not talking about doing shit like that. I'm talking about being consistent, learning real estate, being consistent as you learn, taking action. Okay. Being consistent, learning real estate, and as you learn, taking action. Okay. So these are the rules. These are the rules. You cannot just have a layover for a year, 10 years, 5 years. Obviously, you need to rest, recoup, get you a little hoochie coochie, whatever. You might rest for 3 days. So that's in a spot. I give you 2 weeks resting in a spot. You're on bicycle. Your legs hurting. I give you a month resting in one spot. Because even if you're driving in a car, halfway you need to stop at a hotel probably for a couple of days, a few days. Okay, it is what it is. You need rest. So it's the same thing with even learning real estate, going to school. Don't they give you spring break, Christmas break, all the holiday breaks, summer break? You need a break. Your mind needs a break. Your body needs a break. Your emotions need a break. So I'm not saying to just go straight way, because then you also miss fundamentals. But I'm saying consistency, just like in a relationship. When you're learning something, you're entering a relationship with that subject. That's why they call people subjects. They even call people subjects, right? Like a king will be my subjects, a queen will be these are my subjects, these are my people. That's interesting how that wordplay works, right? So when you're studying a subject, you need breaks. You need breaks, right? But you have to be consistent. Don't become lazy, don't procrastinate. When I started learning real estate, I would say officially in 2017, when I officially started consistently learning real estate in 2017, because I started like say the beginning of 2017, the end of 2016. It wasn't 2015, it wasn't 2016. It was definitely 2017, like the beginning, somewhere in the beginning of 2017, end of 2017, right? But anyway, by um fall winter of 2017, I had done let me see, 2017, 2018. So I think I purchased the property by the end of 2017, and I think, yeah, it had to been. And then 2018, somewhere in the beginning of 2018, I sold it. So I purchased it for somewhere in 2017 for 9,000, and then somewhere in the beginning of 2018, I sold it for 16,000. Beginning towards the end of 2017, beginning of 2018. Nevertheless, from then I count myself as officially starting my journey from North Carolina to California to become a millionaire. I started my journey from North Carolina to California to become a millionaire. And I'm literally calling it that because I plan on buying property from North Carolina to California. I plan on buying property from North Carolina to California, and in the process becoming a millionaire, multi-millionaire, right? So, and I'm literally at the end of North Carolina. I'm on the east coast of North Carolina. I'm on the very east coast of North Carolina, like 45 minutes from the beach, from Atlantic Ocean. I'm literally right there. So, um, you have to look at things literally and figuratively, right? So with me starting this in so let's say 2017, right? It's now 2023. 6 years. 6 years, guys. And actually, I didn't amp up this business until 2020. So it took me 3 years to amp up my business. From 2017 to 2020, I only bought my first land, flipped it, and then bought one property that I still have. So I literally only did 2 deals from 2017 to 2020. I literally only did 2 deals. My first deal, I did it all by myself in terms of I'm the only interest party. My second deal, I have a business partner on it, right? So it took me 3 years to get another property in which that next property I had 5 business partners. And then I brought a property when I saw was how easy it was, I brought a property every month after that for like 2 years. For like 2 years, almost 2 years. Every month I brought a property for almost 2 years, right? This year I brought 2 properties, right? I kind of slowed down between prices going up and me needing to actually work on the properties I already have and me needing to pay down the properties I already have, right? So instead of me just buying new properties that are, expensive anyway, let me pay down on the properties I already have. It makes no sense me putting myself deeper in debt and I haven't even paid off some of the things that I already have, right? So let me pay off what I have before. So anyhow, I got really caught up. I paid off a bunch of properties. Matter of fact, I just paid off like 3 of them, three, four, 5 of them this year. Um, so that's another reason why I was able to buy 2 more properties this year, in which I have business partners. I have business partners on most of my properties. And there's a reason for that. I've talked about it before and I'll talk about it again in another video. But anyhow, guys, it took me, and anybody again want to come on live with me, just let me know. Text me your phone number or just text me and I'll send you a link to come on a live with me. 754-229-0940. Just text me and I'll send you a link. But anyhow, I was in Florida, still on the East Coast. So basically, I'm in Florida trying to get to California or Washington, where $1 million is, right? And, I got rerouted to North Carolina. The universe rerouted me to North Carolina. Thank the ancestors, because now, me being based in North Carolina, I have greater opportunity. I have way greater opportunity in North Carolina than what I had in Florida. Okay. Oh my God, this tea is amazing. I'm telling y'all, the skin, you don't need, stop buying tea bags. That shit got caffeine in it, all kind of process going through that. Think about it. What did we do for hot tea before tea bags? I'm telling y'all, get y'all any fruit, mango, um apples, pineapples, anything, any fruit. Make you strawberry teas. Take some strawberries, just put it in some hot water and some honey. That's a tea. That is a tea. That is a tea. All you really need is fruits. All you really need to do is go in a grocery store and go in the produce section and buy every fruit you like and go home and eat and sit your ass down somewhere. You don't even need no pots and pans anymore. All your diet, all we really need to eat is fruits and vegetables. I'm telling you from experience. Since I started this fruits and vegetable diet, I don't even cook, be honest with you. If my woman don't cook, I really don't cook. I really don't cook. So anyhow, and y'all seen my videos in the past of me grilling and cooking and grilling chicken. I could grill very good, but I haven't even grilled. Be honest with you guys, I haven't even been on a grill. Probably been, oh my God, probably been a year now. Whenever I did that last video of me grilling chicken, 8 months, at least 8 months to a year since I've been on a grill. Um, But anyhow, guys, the universe redirected me to North Carolina, right? And that's another thing the universe will do, will put you in position for what you're manifesting. It will put you in position for what you're manifesting, right? Because yeah, think about it too. Let's say you are on bicycle trying to get to California to go collect your $1 million, right? On the way, you might find somebody to pick you up and say, "Hey, throw your bicycle on the back of my truck and get in. I'm going to California too. You could just ride with me." And that will save you a whole trip. When you on a journey, you never know what will happen. You never know what the universe have in store for you. The universe might put you in a position with somebody, and that individual will just rocket you right where you want to go. Rocket you straight right where you want to go. You might win a car. You might find someone that gives you a car. Somebody might say, "Hey man, I see you walking, or I see you bicycling. Where you going? California? I got an extra vehicle up here. You can actually have it. I really don't care. I'll go ahead and put. You got a license? I'll go ahead and put a tag and insurance on it for you and everything. Shit, if you ain't got no license, I don't even care. I just want to get rid of the car." You have people like that. You have situations like that. I did that one time. I literally gave a guy a car, I think for like $130. Somebody gave me the car for $100. A great car. It was a great car. I mean, I don't like to use the word bless because that means be less. But they harvested me the car for $100, and I gave it to somebody for $130. I mean, who am I to, not do unto others? Who am I not to pass on the good deed? Who am I not to pass on the good deed? It was a car that helped me through a rough time. And I was like, man, I got to pass this on to somebody else. And whoever could use this car and get them through a rough time. You know what I'm saying? I remember it was like a 1981 Toyota Corona. Corona, like the coronavirus. Most people don't know about that car. It was like a 1981 Toyota Corona. And a guy that gave it to me for $100, it helped him. He was delivering pizza with it. He was delivering pizza with it. He ended up buying a BMW from delivering pizza. And and he had his little car. He was living with a lady. Um and saving his money. He ended up buying a BMW and a house. And he saw me in my situation. He was like, "Bro, he let me tell you, I didn't even know this guy. I didn't even know him like that. I just know him from around the area. He just know me from around the area. We never spoke to each other. We never spoke to each other." He was like, "Yo, I got something for you. I got something for you." He saw my situation. He was like, "I want to sell you this car." I was like, "Dang, I mean, I ain't got no money. How much?" He was like, "You got $100?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "It's yours." The dude literally whipped out the title, handed it to me, said, "Give me $100." I gave him $100. He said, "The car is yours." I said, "What's wrong with it?" He said, "Nothing, man." He said, "This is gonna be the best car you ever had in your life." And it sure was. It was one of the best cars I ever had in my life. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I almost wish I'd have kept the car. The only reason I did not keep that car is because I wanted it to do for somebody else what it did for me and what it did for the guy before me. So I'm telling you guys, when you're on your journey, just start. Just get on the bicycle and move. And that's what I did. These gurus are literally just selling books and tapes. And I'm not saying don't buy their books and tapes. I'm not saying that. If that's what you need to do, if that's where the spirit is leading you, because there's something somewhere in somebody's books or tapes that you need to hear, then do it. I brought Robert Kiyosaki's course twice. I brought one for 100 something, and I bought another one for $200. I still have it here. And I bought Carlton Sheets course. I brought a few of them. This one of Robert Kiyosaki's course right here. I've been going back and reading some stuff, and I'm like, dang, it was right here the whole time. I'm like, this information was right there, but I did not know what I was looking at when I had this course, when I had this handbook, and I had this handbook in my early 30s, right? So over 15 years, right? When I had this handbook, literally this book, I'm gonna tell you something. This book right here, this Robert Kiyosaki book right here, literally have a good 25% of the information you need to know in real estate. It's a good start. It's a really good start. Really, really good. That's why Robert Kiyosaki is so popular and people keep promoting him, because he actually one of the only real estate gurus that actually put out some good information. If you notice, all the other gurus fell off. Every last one of them. Carlton Sheets, Russ Whitney, them two little twins, them two little midget twins, no disrespect. Everybody fell off but Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki is the only real estate guru that has stand the test of time. The only one. The only one. And not to say I'm his biggest fan, but the information he put out on real estate, I mean, it's not just real estate. He talks about your mindset. See the brain there and stuff? He talks about your mindset. This is the beginning. This is the core thing right here. You have to have the mindset of, I'm going to California. I know 100,000% it's $1,000,000 there waiting for me. I have absolutely no way to get there. I have absolutely no money, no credit, no anything. All I have is what I have. My eyes, my ears, my hands, my toes, my feet, a bicycle, whatever the hell it is, whatever resources you have to get there, a bus ticket, that's all you have, right? Use that. Whatever you have at the moment, use that to start. Just start. That's all I did, guys. I had no money. I had no experience. I had no credit. I had bad credit. I had credit, but I had bad credit, which is probably worse than no credit. And I just kept looking up land. That's because I knew I wanted land. I didn't care about a house anymore. I wanted land because I wanted to build my own house. I wanted to build my own house. I didn't care about a house and no high mortgage. I knew I just needed land because my whole life I've just been fascinated with land anyway. When I see people with these subdivision type houses and that little bit of land, I'm just like, and the house I grew up in, we barely had any land. It just sickens me. I'm like, what's the point of a house? You know what I'm saying? You just going in this box every day. You have nowhere to run around, watch your babies run around. Like, it's pointless, right? So I knew I wanted land, right? So I had nothing, guys. I was sleeping in my truck. I had nothing. And I was sleeping in my truck. But I knew I was just looking up land. I was looking up land videos, how to buy land, everything. I must have seen every land video up to 2017 on the internet. Not just on YouTube, on the internet, period. I must have watched every land video. If it's 1,000,000 videos about land, I think I watched every one. If it was 10 million, I think I watched every single one. I promise. Let me tell you, I I went to rest. Y'all like to say sleep, sleep for dead people, rest is for alive people. I went to rest just listening to videos, letting them play. I went through playlists just all day. I'm driving. when I finished hustling and working, I'm playing my land videos. I was just obsessed. I became obsessed with land. I became obsessed with land. I literally I started thinking about it. I was like seeing myself on my land. That's how I manifested it. I started seeing myself on my land. I didn't care about no woman. I'm so serious. I was so obsessed with land. I didn't care about no woman. I did not care about no woman. I did not care. I had I was dealing with great women at the time, and I literally neglected my responsibility as to being a man to a woman for land. I was so obsessed because I remember one of my girlfriends at the time. She was like, "You just obsessed with land. You just," she told me that literally, "You just obsessed with land." And I looked at her like you dummy, like that's the only thing you need. Like, why wouldn't be obsessed with land as a man? That's what people been killing each other for forever since the beginning of time is land. That's what every war is about is land. Every single war, the resources in the land. So anyhow, I'm telling you, I was obsessed for months with land. Sure enough, it just popped up in my phone. Like I said, I don't know to this day where that man's information came from, but this dude popped up in my phone. And now that I'm really thinking about it and talking about it, I want to say a YouTube video of his popped up in my phone. I really, really now after all these years, I'm finally starting to remember. I think a YouTube video of his popped up in my phone, and he didn't have any subscribe. He must have had 30, 40 subscribers, to maybe two, 300 subscribers, right? Like some of you found me and you like, dang, dude, you don't even have any subscribers. But I think it was the same thing. It was the same scenario. I found this dude on YouTube. He didn't have any subscribers, and he was like land for like $900 down. And I watched it and I called him just like y'all call me. And he told me the whole procedure. He buys land from the county, for cheap, but he sells it for market value. And he told me straight up, listen, don't come back here talking about, oh man, I see you bought the property for 1,000 and you selling it to me for 9,000. Don't come back here saying that. I need to make I make money. This is my living. And he told me straight up, and I was like, I don't care. I don't care if you got it for free. You know what I'm saying? You selling me this land for 900 down. That's amazing. He was like, yeah, I don't need your credit. I don't even need nothing from you. It was like, you got ID? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I don't need anything from you. I need $900. I think it was $900 and your ID. And he signed me up right there. He would have signed me up right there, but I ended up anyhow, long story short, let me hasten to my conclusion. So I ended up getting the property from somebody else doing the same exact thing. So it's like one door opened and then a better door opened. A better door opened, right? So um the property I actually ended up getting, I paid $350 down. She wanted like somewhere between a 750 and 1,200 down, but I ended up giving her like 350, and I added 100 to my monthly payments. My monthly payments was gonna be 350. I added 100 to it, which was 450 to make up for the down payment. And until I got to the point of my down payment being paid up, then I go back to 350. So anyhow, like I said, she did a contract with me, the promissory note contract with me, and I got the property on the contract. I immediately started going on my land like every 2 weeks. I think I would go out there, on my land. I brought my girlfriend at the time out there. We'd go out there and just sit in the truck. We would literally just sit in the truck and envision our vision and all that type of good stuff. And you know, um, it never worked out with that girl, but at the end of the day, as I speak about her, you want somebody in your life that's on the same page as you. Because if you don't have somebody in your life that's literally on the same page as you, equally yoked, you'll lose your focus, you'll lose your vision. It's kind of like go back to the same story. You're riding a bike to California and you get sidetracked. You're a guy, you meet a girl, you're a girl, you meet a guy, you get pregnant, have a baby. That could delay your process for 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Just meeting the wrong being, meeting the wrong being, meeting the wrong individual can delay your process. And that's what happened with most of us. That's what happened with me. My process got delayed for years, 18 years, I could call it. Let me heat back up my tea. My process got delayed. My process got delayed, I would say, for 18 years from meeting the wrong women. The women that I'm not going to say the wrong women for me. Because of meeting the wrong women for me and getting distracted and getting distracted, right? I had already purchased Robert Kiyosaki course when I was 21. I had already purchased, not this one I purchased like 15 years ago. The the first one I purchased was like 25 years ago. So I had already purchased it when I was around 21. So I could have been on this real estate journey from I was 21, but I didn't get started till I was like 38. I did not get started till I was like 38, 39. Matter of fact, I want to say 39, 40. Yeah, 39, 40. 39, 40 is when I actually got started. Yeah, like 40 years old. 40 years old when I actually got started. Okay. And I'm telling you, the reason why is these gurus, they just selling you books and tapes. The real way is you need a teacher. You need somebody to hold your hand. You need somebody to hold your hand. Okay. Now, why I specialize in a niche, I specialize in land. I think it's something I'm called to do. I think it's the foundation of real estate is land. And I think if everybody started their journey that wants to have a piece, that wants to be in real estate, not just have a piece of land, they want to have a real estate business as a actual stream of income. I think if you started by actually being owner of property, actually seeing the paperwork for property, actually having a deed in your hand, a promissory note in your hand, trust documents in your hand, like these are trust documents. I think if people started their journey with actually knowing what it is to be a real estate property owner, controller, whatever you want to call it, it would it would help you, it would help your mindset better in manifesting more properties, more deals. I can't speak for everybody, but that's what happened with me. That is what happened with me. With me getting that first deal when I was essentially 40 years old and having that paperwork in my hand and knowing I was a property owner, property controller. Trying to find something here that won't show personal information. Um, anyhow, there's a contract right here. This is a contract. I'm not going to show because everything has personal information on it. This is a contract. This is a promissory note contract right here. By me having this paperwork, it 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 put my mindset in high gear. It made me knew it was possible. It was kind of like getting your first car, your first boyfriend, your first girlfriend of your dreams, your first car, your dreams. It was like, wow, this is possible. I could do this. It builds your confidence. It builds your confidence. Now you know you're the man, you're the woman. You got the shit. You got that glow. You the last dragon. For those of y'all remember that movie, The Last Dragon. It it lets you know that. Once you've obtained the first one, like Max Maxwell used to always say, just get your first deal, man. Don't worry about nothing. Just get your first deal, whatever it is. Whatever type of deal it is, just get it. Get it on the contract. Once you get that first deal on the contract, it does something to you. It boosts your confidence. Your confidence go from 0 or go from 20 or go from 50 all the way up to 1,000. I'm telling you, it does something for your ego, your spirit, your confidence. I'm telling you, get that. And this is the easiest way to get your first deal. Literally, you can buy land from 0 to a few $100s down average. Literally, your monthly payments could be like 30, 40, $50, $100 a month at average. Literally, you don't need any credit. You don't need any credit. They don't even ask you for a social security number. They don't even ask you for it. Only thing they ask you for is your signature. Most of them. Some of them ask you for ID, and those that don't ask you for ID, they'll ask you to get the paperwork notarized, which you want the paperwork notarized anyway. Anyhow, when you get in my mastermind class, I teach you all of this stuff, man. I teach you one on one for $222. I don't know who else is doing this. I don't know who else is doing this. For 1 year, for 1 year, for 1 year and $222, I'll hold your hand for 1 year. Again, you can make payments on that, pay as you go. I'm not even doing the weekly thing no more. You can pay as you go. Now you're gonna get the information as you go. It goes both ways, but you can pay as you go. The sooner you pay, the faster you'll get the information. The sooner you pay, the faster you'll get the information. Um, Again, the reason why I specialize in land is it's the easiest way to get into real estate. It's the easiest way. And you know what? I had a student that had bought land and she ended up losing the land. She ended up losing the land. She didn't keep up with the payments, right? And she still learned so much that when she finally her finances got good again, she went back and purchased another piece of land, which is so great about this thing. It doesn't go on your credit or anything like that. You just end up losing the money you invested, but you can always go back and purchase another property. So anyhow, she ended up going back and purchasing another property. She has like 5 properties now, and she completely gets it. She completely. I even asked her to be my co-teacher, but she doesn't want to do it. She's like, Dragon, I can't do it. I don't know how to teach people this. You the man for that. You the man for that. Anything you need, just holler at me. But I can't teach people this. Is people not gonna get it because it's something that you have to you have to say to yourself, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna do this. You have to come to a point in your life where you've had the fancy cars, you've had the fancy house, you've had the fancy boyfriends, girlfriends, you've lived a fancy life, you've lived a lie, you've lived like in the matrix, and then you finally realize, damn, the only thing matters is I got a piece of land. You have to get to that point. So this is not for everybody. This is definitely not for everybody because, as you know, most people are in the matrix. This is probably literally for people coming out of the matrix, literally, because most of the people that do call me, do find me, do manifest me are people that are coming out of the matrix. Like I could see it on them, I could hear it in their voice when they call me. It's like, yes, my name is Neo. My name is Trinity. I just woke up out of the matrix. Like literally, that's what I hear when people call me. When people call me and I hear their voice, hey, I saw your video about land. I'm like, here go Neo, here go Infinite, in what name? Trinity. Here go Trinity or Neo. Here go Morpheus, and it'd be like, dang, somebody just woke up out the Matrix. All right, I'm basically Morpheus. Y'all could nickname me Morpheus from now on, right? I'm basically Morpheus, and I'd be like, okay, here go another one. Come on, come on, you just woke up. Now it's time for me to teach you. You are the one. You are the one, right? You are Neo. You are Infinity or Trinity, whatever her name was. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This is literally. I even have real estate people calling me. I even have real estate people that been in real estate. I even have them calling me like, "Yo, how are you doing this?" And I'm like, "Easy. How do you not know?" Even real estate people don't know about this stuff. Let me tell you something. Real estate agents are only taught to sell property. They're not taught to do due diligence, investigate, research property. They're not taught they're not taught anything. They're not taught how to do inspections on properties. They're not taught how to build up properties, how to fix up properties. Real estate agents are literally taught, here is a banana. Can you sell it? Yes, I can sell it. I can sell it. I'll do whatever I got to do to sell it. I'll dress nice. I'll talk nice. That's all real estate people do. Do y'all know that? Do y'all know when you go buy a house, the realtor tells you you have to go pay for your inspections. You have to go pay for your own survey. You have to do your own due diligence. This is why they tell you to get an attorney also when you're buying property because um, real estate agents, they don't do anything for you but sell you a property. They don't know anything about the property. When I first bought a property through a real estate agent, he told me straight up, I don't know anything about the property, but this, and that. You have 30 days. You put your earnest money down, you have 30 days to do your own due diligence. He didn't even point me in the right direction as to how to do due diligence. I literally just went on YouTube and found and figured out how to even do a due diligence. The first property I ever bought, that piece of land for 9,000, I didn't do no due diligence on it. I didn't know if that lady literally owned that property. I did not know if she that lady could have been a whole scammer. That lady could Miss Maria that sold me my first piece of land. She could have been a whole scammer, taking my money every month. I did not research, I did not know how to research to find out if she was the actual owner of the property. I did not even do my own research. I never even got the lady ID. I didn't even look at her ID. She never even notarized any paperwork for me. I just signed some paperwork. I gave her some money. This guy said she was the owner of the property. I was going on the property a couple times a month. Nobody never said nothing to me. I I I wasn't worried. But that lady could have been a whole scammer. The dude could have been in on it. The dude could have been in on it. Dude that recommended me to her could have been in on it. That lady could have been a whole scammer. And there's a lot of scammers in this space. There are, but I filtered them out. I have filtered them out, and the ones that keep popping up, I know how to filter them out. So that's another benefit to getting with somebody like me. That's another benefit to getting with somebody like me. But this is literally for people coming out the matrix. There's people that call me and they be like, "Yeah, man, I'm about to get with you. I get with you. I gotta get with you, man. I see you the real deal." And they never call back, or they call back again with some bullshit about they about to get with me. Those are people that are not ready to get out the matrix. They're not ready. They're not ready to get out the matrix. You know damn well you got $50, you got $200-300. You know damn well you got it. You rather buy weed, alcohol, you rather buy ass, you rather buy cigarettes, you rather go buy some poison foods, you rather pay rent, you rather do everything to try to maintain yourself in the matrix because you're so scared to get out the matrix. You're so scared to go out on some land and shit in buckets until you get a real toilet. You're so scared of everything. People are so scared to get out the matrix. They think they're gonna go out on the land and a boogeyman gonna get them and a KKK gonna get them. And it's the furthest thing on the truth. Most people own their own land, homesteaders. They're so helpful. I'm telling you, my neighbors, all they do is want to help me. I'd be like, I'm good, I'm good. And they force themselves to help me. I done got stuck in the mud. They pull me out. They help me. They give me water. When I first got my land, even the first property I had got, all those different people was out there that had just got those pieces of land the same way, and everybody was just out there. If we catch each other, we be talking to each other. We be saying what we're gonna do with our piece of the land and what's gonna happen. I mean, homesteaders, farmers, people that are into land, it's a beautiful community. When you get in the community of land ownership, like having a lot of land, not just a house, when you're in this community, you'll be like, wow. You'd be like, wow, why it took me so long to be a part of this community? Why? These people are beautiful. These people are helpful. I could be stuck somewhere an hour away. I could call one of my neighbors to come get me. The, the people in this space are better, are real Americans. When they talk about the home of the free and the land of the brave, or however it go, the land of the brave, home of the free, they're talking about homesteaders. They're talking about people that are really for the Republic of America. But people that are in the United States corporation, a part of the United States corporation, who are in the matrix, you can't see it. They can't see it. They're too deep in the matrix. I mean, you even have people that live in the country, but their mind are in the matrix. Their mind are in the matrix. And and you have people that live in a city whose mind are outside the matrix, but they have no idea how to completely get out. The way to get out is to call me Morpheus. And well, I don't even know. Something said wear your Superman shirt today. Something said that. Do you want the blue pill or the red pill? If you choose the red pill, you will be out of the matrix, but you might regret it because it comes with responsibility. And that's what a lot of you are scared of, the responsibility. If you choose a red pill, I mean, if you choose a blue pill, the first one was the red pill. If you choose a blue pill, you will stay in the matrix and your life will go on as it's been going on. It's literally that simple. If you want the life, y'all go through my videos, go through my channel. If you want the lifestyle that I live, choose the red pill. The red pill is 754-229-0940. The red pill is 754-229-0940. Again, the red pill out the matrix is 754-229-0940. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.